Literary device. What is it? A literary device is a technique a writer uses to produce a special effect in their writing. It could also be used as a rule of thumb or structure that is established in a literature and storytelling. For instance, setting is a literary device. Setting. Setting is often found in fiction literature. Along with the plot, character theme, and style, setting is considered one of the fundamental components of fiction. The setting is where and when the events in the story take place. In order to truly understand the significance of the text, you must understand the setting. The setting consists of the time. When does the story take place? Historical period, time of day, year, season, holiday, etc. Place. Geographical location, where the actions take place. Mood/atmosphere evokes a dominant emotion, vibe, or feeling through words and descriptions, often resulting in the writer arranging the setting, action, and characters to promote that specific feeling. Weather conditions. The climate of which the story takes place may include natural disasters. Surroundings. All things surrounding a particular place or thing. Social conditions, also could be referred to as the culture, is the daily routine of the characters or the local colors. Example of the setting.
We lived about a quarter mile off Route 17, about half mile from the town of Greenbow, Alabama. That's in the county of Greenbow. Our house had been in Mama's family since her grandpa's grandpa had come across the ocean about 1,000 years ago, something like that.
Literary device number 2, character. A character is a person in a work of fiction, sometimes an animal or an object. In a fiction piece of writing, there is always a protagonist and antagonist. The protagonist is the leading character or one of the major characters in a fictional piece of writing. In certain cases, the protagonist is referred to as the hero/heroine of the story, or the person we like the most. The antagonist is the opposing force that competes, struggles against, or is hostile to the protagonist. Types of characters. Dynamic. A dynamic character is a person who changes over the course of the story, usually as a result of resolving a central conflict. Most dynamic characters tend to be major, rather than minor characters, because resolving the conflict is the main role of major characters. Static. A static character is the opposite of the dynamic character. A static character is someone who does not change over the course of the story. His or her personality does not transform or develop. Round. A rounded character is someone that has a complex personality with many personality traits, often portrayed as a conflicted and contradictory person. Flat. A flat character is the opposite of a round character. This literary personality is distinguished for one or two kinds of personality traits or characteristics. Stock. Stock characters are those types of characters who have become conventional or stereotypical through repeated use in particular types of stories. Stock characters are instantly recognizable to readers or audience members. Example, mad scientist, geeky boy with glasses, the faithful sidekick, etc. Example of characters. Literary device number 3, foreshadowing. Foreshadowing is a literary device that is a warning or indication of a future event in the story and to tease readers about plot turns that will occur. Example of foreshadowing. Literary device number 4, irony. The use of irony in literature refers to playing around with words such that the meaning implied by a sentence or word is actually different from the literal meaning. The significance of irony is revealed not by the words themselves, but the situation in which they are placed in. Irony could also be found when the audience knows a key piece of information the character does not. Example of irony.
What a spooky place. nice.
Literary device number 5, characterization. Characterization is a literary device that is used step by step in literature to describe the personality traits and characteristics of a character in a story. Example of characterization.
Regina George is flawless. She has 2 Fendi purses and a silver Lexus.
I hear her hair's insured for $10,000.
I hear she does car commercials in Japan.
Her favorite movie is Varsity.